Hi, Coven. I'm Guinevere Atlas, and welcome to Romanticy and Routine. If you're new here, think of this channel as our digital sanctuary and celestial book club, a quiet corner of the internet for unmasking and reclaiming our inner whimsy. It's incredibly loud out there right now. We live in an ecosystem that demands constant optimization, pressuring us to justify every single hour of our day through some kind of measurable output. For those of us with neurodivergent brains, trying to squeeze into rigid, one-size-fits-all routines often leads to a specific kind of paralysis. We end up trapped in sensory overload, feeling perpetually behind because we're trying to navigate systems that don't account for how we actually process the world. There's a distinction between the clinical self-help advice that asks you to work harder and the concept of an intentional pause. One seeks to maximize you, the other simply seeks to sustain you. Before we can build a creative life that doesn't lead to a crash, we have to let our nervous system settle. This space is where we stop operating from a place of panic and start focusing on creative sustainability. Today is June 6th. The 0606 portal is a symbolic opening, a quiet, accessible moment to stop and catch your breath. We're nearly halfway through the year, which is usually when the anxiety of missed goals starts to set in. Today, we can choose to step off that spiral and hit a reset button. This reset is centered on one specific shift, prioritizing the permission to rest over the constant societal pressure to perform. When rest is treated as a gentle offering rather than another task on a to-do list, it actually has the room to land. It becomes a gift we give ourselves rather than an obligation we might fail. We stack rigid expectations against organic capacity. The math fails. When we stop forcing ourselves into shapes that don't fit, we cultivate an inner home. Those heavy blocks dissolve, allowing our energy to expand and fill the space comfortably. When we spend our days mimicking a standard of productivity that hurts us, we lose the thread of our own voice. Choosing to make the mind a comfortable place to exist is the only way to stop the cycle of perpetual exhaustion. A creative life only lasts as long as the person living it stays intact. Respecting your baseline capacity is the foundation that everything else, the art, the routine, the whimsy, is built upon. Imagine stepping out of the city and into this space. Welcome to our NYC Forest Sanctuary meetup for the Celestial Gothic Book Club. For those who haven't read our current selection, it's steeped in romantic academia. It feels like an old astronomy department that inherited a haunted manor, all velvet-bound books, inherited secrets, and midnight research. The protagonist is struggling with the weight of her family's history. She's carrying toxic ties and heavy burdens that she never chose, but felt she had to keep because of tradition. Her journey mirrors the work we're doing today, the difficult process of identifying and releasing what no longer nourishes us. I was struck by how the author handles the theme of letting go. It isn't a sudden, clean break. It's a slow, vulnerable realization that holding on to the past is actually costing her the future she's trying to build. The fiction we read gives us a safe intellectual mirror. By watching a character navigate their own boundaries, we gain a bit more clarity on how to enforce our own in the real world. This all leads to the final shift, actively choosing tenderness over perfection. Building a creative life is an inherently messy, imperfect process. There will be days when the energy isn't there, and that's okay. Forgiving yourself for the mess is how you keep going. These ideas, honoring capacity, releasing what's heavy, and being gentle with yourself, don't expire when the clock hits midnight. They become a set of tools you can reach for every single day. If this resonated with you, please subscribe to Romanticy and Routine. Like this video, share it with a friend who needs a deep breath, and let me know in the comments which of these invitations you're accepting today. This digital sanctuary is always here for you. May your whimsy always shine bright.